very hot topics. We have male guests here. What makes men insecure?
What it is. That's funny. That's all the way into it. All the way into it.
Finances and material things.
Yeah.
Wow. What kind of finances?
If we shortcoming, because a lot of times men are very competitive, so we compare ourselves to a lot of our peers, where we believe we should be. We hold ourselves to a certain standard, kind of like a measuring stick. And usually, if we fall short of that, which usually the only way to really know is by material things, that a lot of insecurities can come from that. Some guys I've heard are insecure about looks. I think all guys might be to a certain degree. But I know it always and almost always has to do with finances. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, very honest. Go ahead, Alberta.
Yeah, I was going to say it's definitely finances, because we can meet a girl and say, like, oh, I'm going to take her this place and that place. But if we know that girl deals with another dude that can take her elsewhere and even better, that's when we feel like, oh, okay, I got to step it up. I got to top him off with this, whatever. But also, since us men, like, we're more physical, so we might see, like, a dude that's approaching our girl and he's ripped or something like that, and we feel like, oh, I got to get back in the gym and get on my shit again, just because we think, like, that's competition for us. But in reality, women aren't really tripping off of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. And for women, what makes you insecure?
I really hate it when a guy tries to make me insecure by, like, flirting with someone else. I'm gonna just be done with you. Like, it will make me insecure, and it will also make me never want to speak to you again. So, there it is.
Nothing makes me. I'm just kidding. Nothing makes me insecure. Nothing. Not like that. Not even on like.
So if a guy
not even on those standards,
and then he like is like, oh, I'm gonna go on a date with this so and so, that's not gonna make you be like.
I think. Okay, let me say. What makes me insecure most is probably dating a guy, and I know that his ex is like some super ambitious, creative, successful person, and I'm like, okay, hold on, like because it's like. Career-wise, like, okay, like, that's something that like, looks, okay, it's like, it's everybody's preference. So, yeah, she may look nice, but in your opinion, you might think I look better than her. Even though she is pretty, you might think I look better than her. So, I don't really compare that too much, like, as far as looks. Like, it's not like, oh, wow, she's prettier than me, because obviously, I'm not insecure about my looks. But, like career or something like that, because I mean you don't know how much money somebody make, or if you think they make so much more money, or if you think that they just like more creative, more ambitious, more free flowing, more I'm a hippie and I just live by my own rules. That make me be like, oh wow, okay, maybe I should be more like, should I be more like personality wise, like more like free flowing like her? If she's like, oh, I don't care about wearing a bra, like you know what I mean? I'm a hippie, like like, oh okay, like am I like too stuck up? Maybe what I mean, or something like that. I think it's more like stuff that I wouldn't be able to change that would make me more insecure. Like,
I just can't be insecure about anything that anyone's left behind. So if that's your ex. That's your ex.
Yes.
My thing is, what are you doing right now?
Yeah.
Right
that's
now,
how you feel?
like
when it comes to
yeah.
that.
I can't worry about that.
So, Taya, it's nothing that you can think about that will make you insecure in a relationship.
Like if I'm in one with.
What if they trying to talk? What, like literally? What if you see them
I'm
talking to girls on their?
I find that hard to believe.
So talking to someone,
not like something that you can't trust, but like what is something that make you be like, okay, I don't feel as confident within myself. Like, okay, wow, I know that his ex-girlfriend was real pretty, or like, oh, I know some girl that he works with is real pretty. That wouldn't make you more insecure. Like, okay, maybe she has this that I don't have, or like she get along with him more than me, or she more educated than me, or like it's nothing like that ever made you insecure.
So those are good points.
Okay,
so I agree.
Okay.
But in that, like, but I feel that too. Like, I feel like, you know, as far as like having an ex and stuff like that, in the dating aspect, I don't really feel.
But what if you're just
about
dating and that's like you guys are casually dating, so it's like you know they're dating other people.
I can be like controlling in that aspect too. Like, if not controlling and like verbally be controlling, but just like within myself, I can just feel like if I'm dating this person, sometimes I can be selfish with myself, with dating the person. Like, I feel like once I'm dating you or giving myself to you or giving you my time, that's how it should be.
And you don't feel insecure about anything else.
Yeah.
Well, I feel very insecure, like, if I'm dating somebody and, like, their preference is something I'm not.
Yes.
That's
all I'm saying too.
I cannot date. If your preference, like, if you prefer light-skinned women with curly hair or mixed, I'm not that.
Yeah.
That's not who I am.
So, but it is something that make you like second guess yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I changed myself, because there's some things you can't change about yourself, but it is some things that make you second guess. Yeah, that make you be like, dang, am I this or like, you know what I mean? That's what insecure is. Like something that make you second guess yourself. Not something that make you be like, I'm going to change this, because something you can't change. Like Kai said, like if I know that your dating preferences light skinned girls with hair to their ass, like I know for a fact I can't change it. I can't be that. But it's gonna make me second guess it. Like, is this really what you want later on? Like, or is this what you gonna cheat on me with, or something like that?
Right.
So for me, it's like, for my insecurity is more like personality types. Like if I know your ex is like some super hippie or something, and I know that I'm more of a reserved type, it's gonna be like, oh wow, am I too like a type? Like, you know what I mean? Is this like what he's not used to, and that he really actually prefers, like somebody who's just flying in the wind and picking sunflowers all day? I don't know. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, a couple of things I was gonna say. I once met a girl that told me like she dated like a drug dealer dude. He took her everywhere, bought her this and that, and she's like, "Yeah, I can't find a guy that can match that." So that makes it hard for like the new guys, and we get insecure. Like, oh, I can't take her there. I can't do this and that.
Yeah.
But I was also gonna say like insecurity is rooted in like a benchmark of what that ex set.
Yeah.
And you're ex for a reason. You're no longer with that person, so you're seeking something else because obviously that ex didn't meet the expectations.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you start putting yourself in that situation like, dang, he did this and did that. What can I do
So you're
for
trying
her?
to
But
compare.
the only thing that did do for her, he didn't work out.
Exactly. So obviously something was wrong. Something was missing there. Something was lacking there. Yeah, he took her there, this place and that place, but
It don't really fulfill it.
yeah, it actually didn't. It obviously didn't do enough. If she's with me right now in my car.
Unless he was just balling and then he dumped her.
Oh wow.
Wow, okay.
Oh wow, we didn't think about that.
And then
Okay.
she's still comparing that, right?
Yeah, wow. Well, that's that's a therapy session.
That could be
That's a therapy
She
session.
got to work on
Wow.
herself.
that could
Yeah,
make
we
me
didn't think
insecure.
about that.
Yeah.
That could make me insecure.
Yeah, wow, we didn't think about that at all.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Okay, we wasn't ready for that. Would you be willing to date or hook up with a coworker?
Yes, I like coworkers.
All right. And anybody else? Anybody not?
I would say yeah. If y'all can set that understanding and know that it's not going to cross any type of lines, or it could be something good that manifests from that. Like y'all could actually get married. Obviously, y'all both got a good job, unless y'all working at like the sanitation or something crazy.
The sanitation you pay well.
Okay, well
That's
I'm not job bashing.
Walmart.
I'm not job bashing or anything, but. If you working in some like dump or whatever, be in. Like love has no like lines or discrimination. So yeah, if y'all get along well and y'all want to meet at the job, they got common interests, go ahead by any means. Or if y'all trying to do the casual thing, it is going to take a lot of understanding. It gets complicated because if the casual thing don't work out, you got to see that person every day, and then you got to have that little grudge against each other and all that stuff. So
To me, it depends on the culture of the job environment. Because sometimes you can be with somebody on the job and rumors get started, or if it's maybe the ratio is off, maybe it's more men and very few women, and you're dating one of the most attractive women, the guys may say bad things about her to try to sway you to leave her, or vice versa. Somebody might say something to her to deter her from being involved with you.
Anthony, we're talking about work, not high school.
Oh, yeah, but a lot of jobs.
Yeah, because
there's some jobs. Because there's some jobs where it's like
a lot of guys.
There's thousands of people, but there's jobs where there's 20 employees. So
okay, that is true. we're
Yeah,
smaller.
so
I work in a big.
Yeah, but outside of that, if you're not in a situation where you guys have to constantly be around each other on the job, then I think it's probably a good thing. I think most people do meet on the job because you spend more time at work than with your significant other, or more time than with your friends, or more times sometimes than with your family. So you probably see coworkers more than you would see anybody else. And if you're a single person and you're looking around and you want to find somebody that's like-minded and probably has the same goals, then maybe work would probably be a good place.
Okay,
Yeah.
I am totally for dating a coworker.
Same.
I think
I
you
agree.
should
Yeah.
do.
For sure.
I don't see, like I said, as long as it's understanding, as long as it's not about to interfere with our work life, which I don't think I would deal with you if I feel like you are immature enough to let this interfere with our job. That's very immature. I don't know what could get that. I don't know. But yes, I'm for it.
Yeah,
I'm
for
open
it
to
too.
it. I will be open
I'm
to
really
it.
trying to mess with my coworker.
I'm for it too. If you gotta worry about
You got a coworker you got in mind.
I got a coworker I got in mind, and we had a lot of fun. But then he's like, "But we work together," and I'm like, "What?
What that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah.
We not gonna work here." In
So
10 years.
So do you think you're gonna continue to pursue that?
Oh, I'm pressing the issue for sure. I'm trying to see what it's about.
Okay. Yeah. No. Totally.
She's talking marriage.
Yeah, I'm trying to get involved. I don't want to say marriage, but I'm trying to get involved.
All right. I think this
now,
one.
if you gotta worry about if you overstepping boundaries or if it's a HR compliant, then don't do it.
Yeah.
But if it's a girl that she's cool and you can talk to her and be mature, then by any means shoot your shot.
But I think we're not talking about the most obvious issue, which is what about when things don't work out?
Yeah,
You still got to be around that person.
Yeah.
that's
That's what I'm saying. If two people are mature enough, if you're old enough, you know that stuff just ain't gonna work out sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Are you gonna be
It's
real
a little
bitter about
awkward
it?
because you gotta see that person.
Not really. Unless she was in a very serious relationship with them and they cheated on you. But if
Yeah.
it's you were casually dating that person and you guys just so happen to be okay, this isn't gonna really work. Why would somebody be bitter about that?
Now what if?
So it depends on their maturity level.
Now what if it don't work out and then she moves on to a new dude that comes in?
Within the
Yeah, that's when it gets weird.
I guess you would be kind of jealous,
still
but would you
interested?
be real? But would you be pissed? Not really pissed.
you're not gonna put your job on the line though.
I know, yeah. Would you put your job on the line?
Yeah.
And not even that, shouldn't you be dating right now?
But also,
It's not that easy.
I am.
Yeah.
Why aren't you?
another issue is if you're dating somebody that's in such close proximity to you during the day, it might be hard for you to focus on your job.
That's a
Can
good
you
point.
perform at your highest if you know that somebody you like or involved with
Yeah.
is? So you see that guy or that girl across the way talking to somebody at the water cooler. Now you're thinking about that all day.
Yeah,
You kind of, constantly kikiing with them every little chance you get, and your boss is like, "Hey,
you get cool with that.
damn, how many jokes y'all gonna tell today?"
Right.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a sign of a toxic person that needs some help. Well, not necessarily needs help, but if you overthinking it like that, then something's not right.
well, it's about insecurity. Sometimes that's human nature. Insecurities get the best of you.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta erase those insecurities.
And everybody is insecure to a certain degree at the beginning of dating somebody.
Yeah.
Right.
Hi, my name is Angel. I am the founder of Positive Queens Club. When I'm not creating content for Positive Queens Club, I'm a children's social worker. I am 27 years old and I am single.
Hi, I'm Anthony. I'm 33. I'm a police officer. Stop, y'all. Okay. My name is Anthony. I'm 33. I'm a police officer.
Don't say that. What up? I'm Lawrence. I'm an entrepreneur. I write rhymes. I'm a rapper. I'm a graphic designer, and I'm right. That's what I'm again.
Hello everyone, my name is Tayani. I'm an analyst in the healthcare organization. I'm single and 27.
Okay. All right. So I'm Tyler Kai, and I work in marketing. I'm 27 and single.